Hey Capricorn, I'm Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your weekly pick a card reading and we are talking all about this new path of your Two of Wands. So that's your monthly energy, is blazing a new territory and going on a new adventure, and wide open is your weekly energy. So it's talking about looking at your perceived limitations and letting go of, instead of what if all these things go wrong, what if everything went right, and being open to new possibilities and setting new intentions. So I'm using Vibrational Energy and the Law of Attraction Tarot. I have stack 1, 2, and 3. They're timestamped below, so you can skip to the one or more than one that you feel like is meant for you. And this is a general, so if none of this resonates, that's all right. I do private readings and they're through email. You can find those on my Etsy page linked below. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm really close to 50, so I'm so grateful for all of you for being here. And when I hit that 50 mark, I'm going to do a special video for everyone with lots of pick-a cards and different themes and such. Okay, stack 1, you have Strength, 9 of Pentacles, and Heal Thyself. Okay. Ooh, that works to get it in frame. So on the side, I just figured something out. Sorry. Heal Thyself in this deck is about adjusting whatever it is that you need to in order to break free from a negative emotions or negative thought cycles, and that may be gripping you in place, gripping you and keeping you from moving forward on this new journey. And so, obviously, I mean, it says to change your vibration and just like flip the script and just change your energy. But I feel like that's way easier said than done, or no one would feel bad ever. People would just choose to feel better. Like, oh, it's like when you're saying you feel bad and someone says, oh, cheer up. And you go, oh, okay. Like, that's not reality. That's not how emotions work. And so, but what is clear here, both of these cards, the Strength card and the 9 of Pentacles, are fiercely and boldly independent energies. So it is clear that you are rescuing you and heal thyself. So all 3 of these are screaming loud and clear that it is you that you have to depend on. What's nice about that is that you don't have to surrender control or trust into anyone else. You only have to trust the person that you trust the most in this world, yourself. So what limitations have you imposed on yourself that you can overthrow? If it's your own belief keeping you back and telling you no, then it's only you. Then if you have the power to say no, then you have the power to change that to a yes. It's not someone else doing that to you. So that's pretty empowering if you think about it. Which maybe sounds very simple, and it kind of is. Yes to changing tactics. Yes to all the possibilities. This does feel like bench pressing limitations and bench pressing pressure or weight off of you that you've placed there. And so you are in the driver's seat in this. You don't have to wait or depend or trust anyone else to take care of it, because it is just the person holding you down is yourself. So all you have to do is not. But at the same time, you can't. This is the kind of thing that upon hearing it is going to be frustrating and not be immediately obvious. So it's going to this is going to be something that takes time to figure out and to root out and to find what those beliefs are in yourself, because you can't just flip the script unless you understand why it is that you've said no, why it is that you've told these stories, why it is you've put these limitations on yourself. And when you can then, uncover those and root them out, then you can push them off of yourself, all by yourself. No one can do it for you. Stack 2, you have Judgment, Justice, Release. What you are releasing when this card comes up is an old version of yourself or an old part of yourself that isn't working for you any longer. that pattern or process is one that's become limiting for a long time. It's something I'd compare to like a squeaky wheel getting all the attention while your desires get kind of postponed or put on the back burner or drowned out day after day after day after day. So it's not like something that just happened once. It's just kind of like this ongoing thing where what you desire just keeps never getting to the top of the pile, and just like stuff just gets piled. Like you remove some stuff and it moves up, and the stuff just comes down, and it just never, it's never at the top of the stack. It's never on the front burner. It's never prioritized. So where stack 1 was about flipping something off of you, overthrowing, bench pressing something, this is going to be more where that weight comes off when you drop something away, like sandbags from your hot air balloon, or cutting your anchor free. When that's no longer there taking your energy, you can redirect that energy towards manifesting what I'm feeling with this judgment. It's a dream that you thought was past viability. Like it would never happen. Like it was going to stay on the bottom of that stack forever and ever and ever. And so there is this release card coming up where at this time you do balance this out, because it's like that was putting the pressure on that one side for so long and so long and so long. And so when you can take off from the one side of the scale, it evens out and brings that back up to the top of the pile. Stack 3, you have the 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 2 Faces of Mankind. The 9 of Swords is showing potentially where you are right now as you come into this reading. Distressed or stressed, worrying, anxious, all the things that keep you from enjoying what it is that you do actually have. There's like a hyper focus on what may move out of your life that's overshadowing something that is enduring and permanent, like a love that can withstand anything. It's like you have a narrative that the only possible outcomes are negative. But with the 10 of Cups as your destination of this 2 of Wands energy, it says that this path does lead to it can lead to the most possible outcome, the most positive outcome available to you. Like better than okay, not just like maybe not the worst case scenario, but like actual dreams coming true that you didn't even expect. So, but in order to perceive it, you have to be able to see the 3-dimensional, the way that the positives and negatives come together to make a perfect whole. That to come out of what I'm perceiving with this 9 of Swords is like a black and white thinking. Like the way, and I'm not saying you have borderline personality disorder, but what they treat people with borderline personality disorder is characterized by this very polarized thinking, like your partner, if they have a negative quality or a negative trait or say something you don't like, then all of a sudden they're just an evil, horrible, terrible person. And it's hard to see this person you love as also a flawed person, a whole human being. And so they treat them with, it's called dialectical behavioral therapy. And I've never done it. I don't know exactly what it is or what goes into it, but it's about training the brain to be able to see both slides at the same time. You know how your eye, each of the pictures you get are different, or like those, like the old Viewmaster things, the 2 images are just slightly different. But when you see them together, you see the whole. So it's about how can you blend the positives and negatives together to see the whole and not just this all or nothing. And when you have your brain split like that, you can get trapped in this kind of energy. And so by bringing the 2 things together and seeing the perfect whole, you can move towards this 10 of Cups, which is like the ultimate and perfect emotional fulfillment, which sounds like all positive, right? It almost sounds like I'm contradicting myself by talking about this all or nothing. It's like moving from nothing to all, but it's not it. That's the all, the perfection of this 10 of Cups, the complete. It's talking about, I want to say with the 10 of Cups, the word I'm thinking of is wholeness. So it is it wouldn't be whole, it would be incomplete. It would be back to the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Cups being the wish card. But by becoming the 10 and being the completion point, it's being able to have all of the positives in the 9 without having them be diminished or taken away when you integrate the reality that everything is flawed and imperfect. Okay? I'll talk to you in a week. Thank you.